Hi, my name is Wilson de Lima Silva. I'm an assistant professor for linguistics and the director of the Native American Languages and the Linguistics Master of Arts program, also known as Noma, at the University of Arizona. The University of Arizona is located on the traditional homelands of the Tohono O'odham people, and that's where I'm speaking from today. In this presentation, I will provide a little description of the Noma program and its role in providing training to Indigenous scholars and its contribution to promoting and including Indigenous voices in language sciences. I want to start by acknowledging the founders of the Noma program, Dr. Mary Willie and the University of Arizona Regents Professor Dr. Phila Zepeda. They both received their PhD in linguistics at the University of Arizona. Before I talk about the Noma program itself, let me give you a little bit of the context in which programs like Noma are situated and some of the issues in higher education these programs help to address. First, Native Americans are by far the smallest ethnic group in American universities, at any level, undergraduate, graduate, and faculty. According to the 2020 National Science Foundation survey of earned doctorates, academic institutions in the United States had 50,283 doctorate recipients in 2020. From that number, only 100 were awarded to people who self-identified as Native American. This is less than 0.2% of the total recipients. According to the same report, from the total of 232 doctorate recipients in the field of linguistics in 2020, only one was awarded for a Native American student. Another part of this context is that Native American languages and its speakers continue to face ongoing oppression. So it's clear that programs like Noma addresses many big challenges. The difficulties faced by Native American students adjusting to the university and the oppression due to ongoing colonialism faced by Native American languages and their speakers. In this context, Noma's goals on training Native American linguists and language experts respond to both challenges simultaneously, potentially leading to improvement in both domains. The Noma program was planned and established in a time of great significance for Native American languages in the United States. The American Indian Languages Development Institute and native scholars at the University of Arizona were directly involved in drafting the Native American Languages Act, a policy requesting that the United States Congress recognize the value of American Indian languages and articulating a national obligation to preserve and protect them. The Noma program was founded in 1999. It was the first program of its kind designed to serve the needs of Indigenous language practitioners and community members, and lead them to a master's degree that would provide skills in linguistics that would serve the language-related goals of the native scholars and the communities. The Noma program was funded as part of the Department of Linguistics' goals of offering a world-class linguistics program that would have as one of its core priorities the training of Native American linguists. The Department of Linguistics was founded in the 1970s as part of an initiative to establish a language center at the University of Arizona. Linguist Ken Hale, a lifelong advocate for Indigenous language communities and a scholar of Native American linguistics, was hired to teach and train Native American linguists as part of this initiative. So research and the teaching of Native American languages formed an essential cornerstone in the mission of the department from its founding. An important partner and crucial for addressing Noma goals is the American Indian Languages Development Institute, ALDI, at the University of Arizona. ALDI has been providing language-related education to language teachers, undergraduate, graduate students, and interested others from Native American communities since 1978. Annually, ALDI offers short-term intensive courses in the beginning of the summer. The courses are related to language teaching, maintenance, documentation, and revitalization. Audi provides opportunities for Noma students and alumni to serve Indigenous communities by organizing, facilitating, and teaching at workshops by Audi, and by hiring them as research assistants or instructors for Audi's Summers program. Noma students often serve as volunteers at Audi events and workshops, both on campus and in native communities. Such workshops sometimes extend to the students' community even outside Arizona. The Noma program also benefits from the work of faculty in the Department of Linguistics, Anthropology, and the College of Education, and it has led over the years to increasing recognition of the importance of training native scholars and in doing work that addresses the needs of Indigenous language communities. The Noma program is also a key player for the Natives for Linguistics project. The Native for Linguistics Satellite Workshop, held at the annual meeting of the Linguistic Society of America in 2018, called to the attention for the need to expand language sciences by broadening participation of Native American in linguistics. In this context, the Noma program contributes to development of new indigenously informed documentation practices and theoretical connections in which views from native scholars are brought into linguistics through the projects they develop, thus providing an indigenous-centered approach to language sciences. The Noma program also sends M.A. graduates onto PhD programs, from which many go on to become university faculty. Given the low number of Native Americans holding PhDs or working as faculty, Noma contributes significantly to expand the Native American faculty of the future. Now, I want to share some developments in the Noma program that have been in the works since 2018. First, regarding the program's format. The Noma program is designed to be completed in one academic year, plus one summer doing coursework at Audi. Until recently, students entering the program were required to start in the summer by enrolling in the Audi summer courses. In order to address the several challenges that students may face, we started to allow that students complete the Audi requirement at the end of the program. We have also been adapting to student and language landscape. The type of students that applied and were accepted into the Noma program in the early years has changed considerably. They were often adults fluent in their native languages. In the last decade, however, Noma has been serving native students who may not be fluent in the language, but they come into the program as part of their goal to learn and reclaim their native languages, and more often to pursue a doctorate in linguistics. The Noma program has broadened the scope of the students it serves, and now Noma students can be of one of these four groups. Native American students with strong connections to their communities. Those students were the only ones who used to be accepted into the program. However, due to the political, economic, and cultural situation in the United States, there are many Native Americans who were raised away from their community with little or no connection to it. So in recent years, the Noma program has admitted several Native American students who want to build connections to their heritage. There are also students from indigenous language communities in Central and South America and in other parts of the world who also apply to the University of Arizona to learn how to do language documentation and revitalization work in their communities. There are also many non-native students who have been involved in indigenous language revitalization work within indigenous communities. At Noma, non-indigenous students gain skills in language documentation and revitalization and in following best practices in work of indigenous languages and their speakers. But admitting students from these four groups allows us to provide training in language revitalization to far more people, who could then apply this knowledge around the world to help improve the health of indigenous languages. We have also been exploring new collaborations for expanding the Noma curriculum. For 22 years, the Noma program has served the students with a variety of interests ranging from arts to STEM disciplines. The program is constantly adapting to serve students' needs in regards to language and digital technologies and computational linguistics. In recent years, there has been increasing interest in the field of linguistics in general in computational approaches to language documentation and language revitalization. Noma students interested in these areas have benefited from combining the training they receive at Noma with that offered by the Human Language Technology program of the Linguistics Department. Professional development is also part of the Noma experience. Noma students have the opportunity for professional development by actively engaging the organization of the Symposium on American Indian Languages, SAIL, which occurs annually in April. They participate in the selection of abstracts and assist with other conference planning tasks. Students enrolled in the Noma seminar class have the opportunity to learn how to write conference abstracts, to prepare conference posters, and to do dry runs of their talks for their peers and instructor, exchange feedback on the presentation in a safe and supportive space. It's an opportunity for them to practice not only for SAIL, but for presenting at other conferences if they wish to as they progress in their academic career. Students in the Noma seminar also practice grant writing. The grant writing proposals task, as well as the conference abstract task, are incorporated into the syllabus as part of their assignments. The students share their progress with the instructor and with their peers in class. Up to now, the Noma program has graduated 30 students. Of these 30 students, 14 have gone on to pursue a doctorate degree at the University of Arizona or elsewhere. And so far, 4 of those have become faculty at various universities. All Noma graduates, except 3, have been members of indigenous communities. Given the very small number of Native Americans obtaining PhDs in any field in the entire United States, Noma is a significant contributor to the educational pipeline for bringing Native Americans into the PhD and faculty level. Several Noma graduates have gone on in academia in fields such as theoretical linguistics, education, anthropology, child development, and computational linguistics, either here at the University of Arizona or at other universities. Thus, the program plays an important role in the expansion of language sciences by broadening participation of Native American in linguistics. Finally, I wanted to point out that the work done by Noma students emerged from community collaboration and it's intended with community goals. We view communities' language revitalization goals and activities as being center stage, and from which our work on language documentation, training, and linguistic analysis derive. Thank you, and please do not hesitate to contact me may you have any questions. Bye.